What's up everyone, OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some phenomenal Nintendo Switch news, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with a special Dragon Quest XI demo being officially announced. During the Dragon Quest Summer Festival 2019, Square Enix held a special stage show for Dragon Quest XI. It was revealed at the event that a demo for the Nintendo Switch RPG will be released. Now here's the coolest thing about this demo. The data from it can be transferred over to the full game. Additionally, those who bring that over will receive some type of special unspecified bonus. Now a date for the demo has not been shared just yet, and I guess it would be pretty soon because the game is dropping on September 27th. So I would guess it would be the very beginning of September or it'd be at the very end of August. I'm pretty sure they'll probably wait till the beginning of September, but either way, you will be able to download this special demo, which is pretty cool, and I do like that. Kind of like what they did with Oninaki on the Nintendo Switch. If you download the demo, you can transfer over the data to the main game. They're doing something very similar here, and I think that doing the whole data transfer thing to where you can start playing and then transfer it over and kind of continue where you are going, and you can also get some type of bonus, definitely pushes people, kind of motivates them to download the demo, try out the game that they probably wouldn't have tried out before. Now I'm not always a huge demo type of person. I still haven't, as of the time that I'm recording this video, tried out the Oninaki demo outside of just booting it up just for a little bit. I still need to go through it, but I do think that it's really good for people who do like demos and do kind of base their purchases whether or not they can play a demo first. So I think that this is a fantastic idea, and on top of that, it gets people interested in the game a bit more, especially if it's something like Dragon Quest, where Dragon Quest has never been the most popular here in the West, so people can at least try it out to see if they're gonna like that type of turn-based traditional RPG combat. So really cool stuff from Square Enix. They've been on a roll lately. Oninaki is shaping up to be a really good game. Also, Dragon Quest XI Definitive Edition with the extra content that Nintendo will be publishing here in the West. It's very cool to see all of this. And of course, we saw the hero get into Super Smash Brothers. He was recently released, and he's had a little bit of a stir when it comes to the competitive community and what they think about him, but it's still the hero, and it's still all of them, and Dragon Quest is definitely getting bigger here in the West. And I think that this game, Dragon Quest XI Definitive Edition, might be the breakout game that Dragon Quest really needed past what Dragon Quest XI did here in the West. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. Either way, I'm excited to check out this demo. I'm a big Dragon Quest fan. I have the PlayStation 4 version, and I have multiple Dragon Quest games, so I'm looking forward to playing this one on the Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about an upcoming Dragon Quest XI demo for the Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, now moving on to the next topic here. It seems like the Nintendo Switch revision is now available in the States because our good friend Dreamcast guy actually picked one up recently. He announced it on Twitter, and he's going to have a video that you guys can probably watch today. And the most interesting thing about what Dreamcast guy said on Twitter about the whole situation is that he stated that it feels like the Nintendo Switch JoyCons have been revamped in some way, that they kind of feel a bit different, and there's just something that feels better about them. So it does seem like Nintendo might have fixed the Joy-Con drifting type of issue, or they might have done something to revamp those Joy-Cons to be more sturdy or to have different types of material or whatever the case is. But here's what he actually had to say via Twitter. I got a new Nintendo Switch with the extended battery life today. Testing it tons tonight. It also has new Joy-Cons on it. We'll talk about it in a vid tomorrow because I'm rather surprised by it. So it seems like he can instantly feel that there's definitely something different with these Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch, and he's already been testing it, and he kind of knows. I mean, he plays a lot of Switch games. He's always out there. He knows the Switch inside and out. He's put a ton of hours into it. Dreamcast guy always does a great job job doing his reviews and everything. So I do think that, yeah, there's definitely something up here. But I talked about this before when people were going ballistic about the whole Joy-Con situation, saying that Nintendo is trying to rip people off with these and all this. I was basically saying, like, hey, if you honestly think that Nintendo isn't trying to work on a solution to what's going on here, then you should simply stop buying products from Nintendo if you don't think that they're going to try to do something. And I pegged that this new Switch revision plus the new Joy-Cons that are going to be coming out would probably be their way to fix the issue, maybe once and for all, or at least make the Joy-Cons more sturdy or something. But if you can instantly feel that there's something different straight off the back, and obviously he has his old Joy-Cons there to test things out, it definitely seems like Nintendo did something. Now, I will be going to pick up my own Nintendo Switch revision. I know Dreamcast guy lives in the Midwest, so maybe the shipping got there before it got over here to California, but I'm gonna go check around some of the stores today and see if I can pick one up myself so I can test out some things. But yeah, this is great to see, especially if they did end up actually adjusting and shifting things, and it kind of falls in line with what I thought that they were going to do, because they don't want people continuing to send in bad Joy-Cons. That costs them more money. That's not a good thing if they're constantly having to repair Joy-Cons for free or constantly getting the bad publicity and press out there. So I felt that they could be working on something, and this could be that fix. So what do you guys think about this so far? And have any of you guys already went out there and got the new Switch revision with better battery life and apparently better Joy-Cons here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final topic here, we've got some more amazing Fire Emblem Three Houses sales news, because it has come out that Fire Emblem Three Houses sold 2.5 times more copies at launch than Fire Emblem Fates in Spain. And Spain is a big area, Spain, France, big area for Nintendo when it comes to system sales and software sales. So very good to hear about that. So let's go ahead and get into the topic. Fire Emblem Three Houses managed to sell about 2.5 times more than Fates in its first week of sales. The debut sales for the game in Spain managed to sell around 19,500 copies, and that doesn't seem like a lot right off the bat, but if you look at it when it comes to Fire Emblem Fates, that sold just about 8,000 units. So you're seeing a huge growth spurt when it comes to popularity of the franchise in one region. And the reason why I wanted to highlight that is that we're actually hearing a lot of different stuff, like Fire Emblem Three Houses sold like double what it sold in the UK debut sales. We don't have Western sales yet, and the sales are down from the physical units when it comes to Japan, but the game was #1 on the eShop, and we do have the Nintendo Switch Lite coming out, and I personally feel there's going to be a lot of stuff in Japan going down with the Nintendo Switch Lite, and also Fire Emblem, as many people played that as a portable style game for the past 3 entries, from Fire Emblem Awakening all the way to Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia, and heck, you can even go back to the DS with Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon as well. So there were a number of portable only type of Fire Emblem games, and I think that the Nintendo Switch Lite, people are kind of waiting for that with the price drop in Japan, but also the eShop sales being #1 there, that's also a big boost. And Fire Emblem's kind of one of those games that you're always going to want to have on the system. I mean, I bought a copy digitally, even though I have the special edition, because I always wanted to have it on my system, then do system share with different profiles. But yeah, it's something that we're seeing pretty much across the world, that Fire Emblem is doing a lot better than what Fates did. And you have to remember, guys, Fire Emblem Fates is the best-selling Fire Emblem game of all time, and it was on a much bigger install base when it did drop in 2016 for the rest of the West, 2015 for Japan. So the Switch is working at less of an install base, but yet it's still selling more in multiple different regions here. So that's pretty good. Now, there is a little bit more information here, guys, and that is Fire Emblem Three Houses currently holds the 6th biggest opening of the year here in Spain. It's above big games such as Division 2, Mortal Kombat 11, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So that puts a little bit more perspective in terms of things. Obviously, the Spain market isn't as large as other markets out there, but the fact that Fire Emblem Three Houses was able to do a bigger launch than stuff like the Division and Mortal Kombat with multi-platform games, that is impressive in its own right. So I'm very happy to see that Fire Emblem started off strong in Spain as well. So what do you guys think about all the different sales numbers here when it comes to Fire Emblem, what's going down with the JoyCons, Nintendo Switch revision, and of course the Dragon Quest 11S demo? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let's me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.